Recording in progress.
Oh, good morning, everyone. So the computer is just being a little cantankerous this morning, but I'm hoping that everything just works out really well. Oh my goodness, here it is. Can you believe it? 2 months gone, we're into March. And I don't know, life just goes fast. It goes sometimes you want it to stop for a minute though too, don't you? Just stop a minute. So at Unity, I'm glad all of you are here. Welcome, welcome. You're in the right place at the right time. We have some people on Zoom. We recorded an interview with Brittany earlier, which we're going to share tomorrow night. So we've already had kind of a busy morning. This is the place for you. And in these days, well, boy, we all need to belong somewhere. We need a place. So we're so glad you're here because we are definitely unapologetically inclusive.
I got my shirt. I haven't got it, but I ordered it.
You ordered? Did you go to the shop?
I did. I had to click on something else because I couldn't find it before. All I had to do, you have to actually call.
Okay, I was going to call for you because I know the person that works in the shop, and I know they have mugs that say this.
Yes.
And Pam has been wanting a shirt, so I was going to say, if y'all got a mug, surely you can make a T-shirt. So
I saw
Pam,
this girl wearing the T-shirt at the Dallas retreat.
Okay, so all right, I'm so glad that you worked that out. It's good we should declare.
That's right.
We're in unity and we're inclusive. So, let me see, who can I put on the spot here this morning? Michael, if I light the Christ candle, could I ask you what it means to you to have the light inside?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So.
Yes.
I'm going to light it while you share with us.
Are we on?
Yes.
To me, what the Christ candle means is always remembering who we truly are, where we came from. That this is just a temporary experience, and we chose to test ourselves and see how much of that light exists in us in a place where we are the only source of it.
Wow, how much light is in us.
Thank you.
I love it. I love it. Thank you. So we say, let your light shine, and let us say our opening statement together. Together, there is only one presence, one power, active in my life and in the universe. God, the good, the omnipotent. And Zoomers, I'm going to remind you, if you could mute yourselves because we get that delay, but we want you to participate, of course. So I've got to pin myself. Okay. There we go. Now, today, we normally have someone come up and read the daily word, but there was a lot going on this morning. So if you don't mind, I'm going to read it today. And today's word, if you look it up, is positivity. And I love that. But there's just so much more. And so we're going to be talking about intentions. So I wanted the daily word. I just picked one. Oh my God, the archive of daily word is unbelievable. And Betty has half the archive in her own house. So, but at any rate, I did look this up and it just meant a lot to me. So this is what I'm sharing today. Intention. My intentions shape my experience. There we go. My life runs smoothly when I lay the proper foundation. Beginning my day with a clear intention focuses my energy and directs my activities. Intention is like a laser beam of light guiding me through any uncertainty. What I need to accomplish may seem overwhelming, but as I attune to my intention, I move through my days with ease. To clarify my intentions, I ask myself, who am I willing to be today? What qualities will help me succeed? Do I want to be grateful and courageous, clear and focused, present and enthusiastic? Once I've set my intention, I attend to my tasks with confidence. I have all I need to live this day in fullness with ease and grace. My intentions shape my experience. If y'all want to say that together, my intentions shape my experience. Now for prayer today, really we set an intention in prayer. And at first we may come up with a condition, something we want to pray about, but we always want to turn that condition into more of an intention and a purpose to claim our divinity. So what I thought I'd let you all do, I mean, there's so much to pray about in our world today, or maybe I know that Travis is healing a shoulder, has a sister who was recently diagnosed with cancer. There's many things that are coming up in our community. Russ has a birthday, and he's not here, he's celebrating, but we celebrate with him. But I just thought in popcorn style, I would let you all, just if you want to, just name a name or a condition, anything that's coming up to you that we can put into this prayer circle together.
Crystal.
Crystal, okay?
The earth.
Okay.
Right.
Our country.
Our country.
Yeah, it's on my mind.
Our newspaper.
Our journalist, Zelensky and the Ukrainian people.
Yes.
Oh, for sure. I feel that. All the people that are living in those places of destruction, we may think our lives are turned upside down. There's, yeah.
Gaza.
The earth,
Yes.
Gaza.
Gaza.
God.
So in this time of prayer, I refresh my mind and soul through prayer, experiencing a deep connection with each other and with divine mind. I reinvigorate my spirit, taking this necessary pause just to slow down and to inhale deeply and rest the rhythm of my life. As I embark on a prayerful journey, I tap into the source, the magnificent source of all that is good, and I find solace. God is life, love, and wisdom, healing strength, all that we need. God is peace. Oh, imagine if we all just turned to those qualities and claimed them. And just stopped all of this conflict. Because that is not our birthright. That is not what we were given. We can stop. We can affirm that we are a radiating center of peace. We can support each other in healing energy. We bless the world with calm and harmony. And in this moment, we recognize our sacred roles as vessels of peace and understanding and love. Can we just be that in the world? Because that is who we are. I commit to nurturing thoughts of love and understanding. And with each mindful thought and action, I contribute to the unfolding of peace within this whole human family. It seems small, but it is ours to do. And cumulatively, oh, does it make a difference? I see that difference. Anchored in the one mind, the eternal source of all peace. Let us be that beacon of light that Michael talked about, that we know as we light the Christ candle. Let us be the tranquility in every situation. Our presence is a blessing, and peace flows from me and from us to touch the lives of all we encounter. And I appreciate this time together to remember and to claim our divinity and of our vision for what the world really is and who we really are. Gathered in Christ, we will gather again in prayer. And so it is, and so it is.
blocks my way. For every step I take is taken in pure faith, and I am stronger every moment, every day. My mind is willing and my heart is open wide. I trust my instincts and let spirit be my guide. I vow to live a life that's real and pure and free, as I continue walking in this mystery. I will surrender to my greatest, highest good. I will release any fear that blocks my way. For every step I take is taken in pure faith, and I am grateful every moment, every day. There may be walls, there may be roadblocks in my way, but I can choose to take a higher path each day. And now I know that what I thought was safe and sound was only habit and regret that held me down. I will surrender to my greatest, highest good. I will release any fear that blocks my way. For every step I take is taken in pure faith, will surrender every moment, every day.
Whoops. Interesting images, wasn't that? It was a beautiful song. I love that. It sort of sets an intention. And I know, Betty, that you play Karen Drucker every morning, and it just sets your day, doesn't it? It's just but that morning prayer, and the images were interesting, children, and I'm thinking, oh wow, and just innocence, just the innocence of that prayer, but wow, it goes deep too. Okay, so here we are. I thought I'd just sort of check in. 2025, remember we said we thrive? Are you thriving? Are we thriving? I don't know. I don't know about all of it. I mean, we could ask that question in a lot of places, but all right. But let's claim it though, maybe, hopefully. Well, this has been a really interesting year to build a thriving life. I've loved Reverend Becky's themes. So we had the power of thought, the moments of clarity, and this month we are setting intentions. And it's all connected and it all just builds on one another. And I hope you see today the words that just connect all of these ideas together. And I don't know about you, even if I just do a to-do list, which is really kind of an intention, that makes my day a little bit smoother, just so I know what needs to get done. But we want to go a little deeper than that today. We're going to talk about spiritual intentions. And I looked it up. I was just really curious. And Unity actually, well, let me review a little bit about what we've done. I just wondered if from last week, have you done any amygdala whispering? Have you calmed yourself down? I've really caught myself in many anxious spots this week. And just, we've all had it. And it could be personal and it can be national. Just many ways that can happen. But I just really thought about talking to myself softly, calming down, and being really aware of how that felt in my body, and just even naming things, even that really helps. And then we talked about the creativity spiral. That's going to come up again today, and curiosity, and that is definitely going to come up. So this is what connects all those little stacked stones. So the theme is deliberate intention. I move through my days with deliberate intention. That's the theme. And I looked it up, and there is a book about this, Today I Am. And I really kind of like this little booklet. I couldn't find the date on it. Ellen Davenport was one of the kind of the ringleader on it, and she has a really good introduction. But what they did was they picked a few good daily words that had to do with intention in the past, and they brought out qualities that you might want to work on, like today I am peaceful, today I am confident, today I am compassionate. And it's the theme of the book is 30 days to an intentional life. And so each day you can focus on a quality and just have that intention. And so it's really it's a very interesting booklet.
I've got that booklet.
Have you got that one? It's very good. I downloaded it, and so I'll be referring to that somewhat today. So, okay. So when I started off with this talk, I immediately realized how serious I was getting about intentions. If you know me, I don't always like to be just all serious. And last week I had so much fun finding fun videos. Now I'm not going to show this video, but I can tell you the link. It's really funny. These these two people were in a group, a circle, and they were drinking cacao, and they were sharing, they started it off with their intention. Now, I know I've been in some of these groups, and I know I'm guilty of some of what they did. It's kind of funny. So they were going around sharing their intentions, and so, you know, they were really trying to sound so cool and so new thought. And and so what they did is after every intention they would go, you know, that was their sign of agreement. Or they would, you know, they would snap like we do. And so so it went around the room, and this one young man, he said, my intention is to be grateful. And they all went, you know, that's just so. And someone gave him one snap, you know. And then we come to this young woman, and man, she's a professional groupie. My intention is to release all that does not serve me and to awaken my innermost authenticity. She's very dramatic about it. Oh, and when she said it, everyone went, woo! You know, they gave her more than the and then they were just clapping, and so then it goes back to this young man, and he goes, wait a minute, I need to add more to mine. And, you know, well, and they said, well, we don't do that. And then the leader said, well, you can. And so he did. And they went, you know, they still did. So in other words, it got into a competition over who had a good intention. And it kind of got a little heated. and you know, I just thought to myself, you know, have I been him? Have I been her in one of these groups? And I know in NBC we do this, that really lands with me. Or they would always say, oh, that's so beautiful. And I know I say that a lot when people share, you know, so anyway, you know, but we don't have to be woo-woo about intentions. And then again, we don't have to be traditional or conventional about them either. And so I have another story for you, and this came from Mark Nepo, but it's a Zen story. It's about a student goes to a great Zen teacher, and the teacher asks him to sit by a stream until he heard all the water had to teach him. And boy, this student set on a serious intention. I am going to sit by this stream, and I'm really going to listen. And after days of bending his mind around the scene, a small monkey happened by, and in one seeming bound of joy, splashed into the stream, and with delight played. The initiate wept and returned. And the initiate wept and returned to his teacher, who scolded him and said, the monkey heard, you just listened. So think about that. So, yeah. Very good, baby. So Mark Nepo tells us, with the best of intentions, we often build false careers of studying the river without getting wet. In this way, we can ponder great philosophy without ever telling the truth. Or analyze our pain without ever feeling it. Or study holy places without ever making where we live sacred. In this way, we can build a cathedral on the water's edge, spending all our time cleaning it. Or we can count our money and say our prayers without even spending anything or ever feeling God's presence. The apprentice was brought to tears because he knew that all his reverence and devotion and meditation hadn't really brought him the joy of the monkey. Yeah, the river, of course, is that ongoing moment of our living. It is the current that calls us just to inhabit life live it. So in other words, so we have two situations going on. We have the woo-woo situation, and then we have people who they work and work at writing their intentions and their goals, but are they living life? So we've got both things going on.
What is that book from?
That was from the Book of Awakening.
Okay.
Remember Mark Nepo? But he's used this story in several places. Now, I want to show you, I did find one video that I want to share with you. This is from Jim Carrey. But as you all know, Jim Carrey has a serious side too, as well as his comic side. And he worked with Eckhart Tolle, actually.
Yeah.
Now, give me a moment because, let's see if this is going to work. It wouldn't let me embed the video, so let's see if we go to it, if it'll work. Oh. So guess what? I have it on another device. So we're going to share, and I'm going to do this. Okie doke, here we go. Here's Jim.
It's our intention. Our intention is everything. Nothing happens on this planet without it. One single thing has ever been accomplished without intention. So I started thinking about my life, and I started thinking about this conference and what we're about, and I looked back and I thought, well, I was two people my whole life. I was in the living room entertaining people, being a monkey.
Okay, wait, it's
doing my thing for the company and trying to relieve my mother who was suffering.
Okay. Dadgummit, I can play it for you all. Zoomers, I'm sorry, they're not letting me share this. Somehow there's some video sites that you can't share, and this is one of them. So
Rheumatoid arthritis and
Zoomers, I'm sorry.
Everything under the sun that was nagging at her, and she was depressed. And I wanted her to be free. And I wanted her to realize that her life was worth something because she gave birth to someone who was worth something. And then I would go into my room and I would sit with a legal pad. I was a little kid. And I would sit there and I would try to figure out what it meant, what it was all about. Why are we here? What is this? And one day I read something from Buddha that said that all spirituality is about relieving suffering. And I suddenly realized that's what I'm doing in the other room. and I'm aligned. My purpose is aligned with this. So I felt incredibly lucky. I lose sight of that all the time. I get caught up in different concerns and ego concerns. But I'm so lucky to be a part of this community and to do something that is of value. And I really cherish that. And we are all one thing. It really is true. Can I speak to the person in the last row, in the very last seat against the wall? Is there someone back there that can say hello? What's your name? Andrea, are you aware that, do you have the distinct, palpable feeling that your intention created this evening, as well as Melissa's? Do you understand
This is the point.
all of this entire event is happening inside you? We'll just try to feel it for a second, because it's a trip, man. Some people go to the Super Bowl. I am the Super Bowl, man. I swear. My friends are all going, did you see that play? That was great. I'm like, yeah, but the energy coming out of me right now, man, is unbelievable. I'm just sitting there. I'm the stadium. I'm the vendors outside. I'm the crack dealer on the corner. I'm everything, man. There's no end to it, and it's so much fun. It's so much fun. So I hope you can feel that, and I hope you understand that you are one of the creators of this evening, that your intentions and your desires created this evening as well. And then I hope you are able to ask yourself, why did I get such a crappy seat? And be okay with it. I mean, you're in the last row, in the last seat.
But
And yet
you're
you
here.
created this. That's gotta be, it's a really selfless thing to do.
Okay, so that didn't, okay. Now, we'll come back. Sorry, Zoomers. Okay. Okay, so it's working now, okay. Isn't that a powerful thought? That all of our intentions are we're creating this service, you know, perhaps. Everywhere we are, we're really all in the oneness, and all of our intentions are creating whatever is happening. Oh, that's a lot of responsibility, but I don't know. He tripped out on it. Isn't it fun? But it makes me wonder about things that we watch that we don't like. Okay, so you see, so maybe our energy and our intention is even important to that. It just doesn't feel very effective, but it could be just as important. So, well, now we Unitics know that we create our own, in consciousness, we create our own experience. So, this is from a daily word. Just a little bit.
Which daily word?
You know, I'm sorry I didn't do the date on it, but I could go look that up, Betty, because I did write it down somewhere. But when I live my life from a point of intention, I consciously create my experiences. If I expect a joyful encounter, I receive a joyful encounter. If I see my day going smoothly, well, I create such a day. And I might add, if we expect crap, maybe that's kind of what we get. By setting my intention, I'm determining what my life will look like each day. It's as if I place an order with the universe, trusting that what I desire will be delivered. I need not focus on the details, the where, the how, the why, but instead, I'm going to trust my highest good, that it can be realized. I set my intention and let go of the outcome, and I infuse my intentions with love and peace and understanding, and life, all of the powers, knowing that God is my source and all is well. So that's a pretty powerful statement. I mean, some could argue if they don't get it, they're just woo-woo, but I really feel that. I feel that. So, well, of course we have goals for our day. Even, I mean, maybe we have a short to-do list. I don't know, I had a mountain of things to do this week. And just by writing down 4 little things each day, I went, oh, okay, all right, I'm getting through it, I'm doing it. So all of that left brain activity is really important. I want you to know we gotta work. We gotta have whole brain living, you know, left brain and right brain. But out of all this left brain activity, one intention resonates within my soul: to express the presence of God more completely. The more I am present and connected to my divinity, the better I'm realizing my spiritual intention. The spiritual intention is a deep sense of oneness with God, which all success, abundance, wholeness, harmony, and peace are fulfilled. So really that's kind of what Jim Carrey was saying. Now, I read more of Martha Beck's book, and definitely she talks about curiosity, creativity, and purpose. But then I went to another source that I've read, Gay Hendricks. I wonder if he wrote the book called The Big Leap. Gay Hendricks, and he is an American psychologist and teacher, and he's known for his work in personal growth relationships because he's written a book with his wife conscious loving. And also, he really believes in a somatic approach. In his book, Conscious Living, How to Create a Life of Your Own Design, he says, humans are at our best when we celebrate the questing spirit. We seek, we wonder, we invent, we make mistakes and learn from them. We are curious and we inspire creativity. At its simplest, conscious living is the art of feeling your feelings deeply, speaking authentically, knowing your life purpose and intentions, carrying out effective actions that contribute to your own well-being and that of others. The path of conscious living is paved with the stepping stones of wonder. I love that. Whether blissful or painful, commit to curiosity about the raw, pure, unfiltered experience. You know, I just interviewed Brittany before the service, and she was telling me what she's been going through. She's been sharing with us on Monday nights her journey. And the reason I interviewed her is she's going to be going into the ashram, and it will not be available on Monday nights. But she really shared a good story with us, and she is doing this conscious living. She is going moment by moment, just about, and trusting. In fact, her big message was just trust the process. And she is curious every day. She's in a whole new world in India, you know, and so we are keeping up with her as she goes through that. Now, all these words, you see, it's all connected: creativity, consciousness, curiosity, purpose, intention. You know, different authors write about it in different ways, but when you see something over and over like that, you wonder, this is kind of a constant. This may be kind of a truth. That's kind of a measure of truth to me. And so let's dig a little deeper into what Gay Hendricks says. So lesson 1, feel your feelings deeply. Identify with the sky rather than the passing clouds that obscure it. Okay, I think that's a little bit of what Jim Carrey was saying. You know, this oneness, this vastness that this sky that we're all connected with. And yes, there are clouds, but they pass. You know, we've all watched clouds, right? So, your essence is who you truly are beneath all those feelings. Through your essence, you're connected to the same space that everything in the universe rests in. And when you let those feelings come and go like the clouds, you rest in your home, the universe. I'm not completely there yet, but I like that idea. I like the way that sounds. Okay, so lesson 2. Seek your true self. Focus on who you are. I love the saying, and this comes from the Bible: a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. Now, I'm sure we've all had moments where we had to pretend to be something when we felt like being something else, or like, you know, we felt like we had our one shoe on in this room and half of us in the other. I've been there. I was trying to think about in the 60s, being in a sorority, you know, being the good Southern girl, and then being the rebellious activist. You know, I was a little bit split. And I guess I didn't really know who I was back then. I was trying everything out, you know, and that's what we do. But Gay Hendricks he worked at Stanford, and a really big research institute, and he was expected to publish papers with all the statistical significance he could muster. But what he really loved to do is be in the field. He would go in the classroom, for example, and he published a book that teachers just absolutely loved. And a colleague in the coffee room said to him, "Oh, I see your little book. Yeah, well that won't get you very far, you know." And I've had people do that to me. Like, I was at Northern Arizona University and I love teaching geometry with this wonderful program, and we would create designs and constructions, and I was supposed to be observed, and this professor said to me, I invited him to come, and he said, "No, I want to come when I really see you teaching." You know, so he had a very narrow view of what teaching was. But what I believed was where I was managing all these kids and letting them learn and explore, you know, and that was such a disappointing thing to me. And I really understand Gay Hendrick's point of view, because I wanted to be in the field. I didn't want to publish all the articles, and I had a purpose to make a difference in mathematics education in Arkansas for teachers and students. And guess what? I really lived up to that purpose with grants, etc., and all that I did. But I had a battle on my hands in the department about, because that's not the way they measured success. And, you know, and I stuck to my guns, and it was worth it. And in the end, they did really appreciate me. And Brene Brown went through the same thing with her research. It's called a kind of a qualitative research rather than always being quantitative. And so that's just one example of that. But sometimes it's hard to be true to yourself, because, you know, you're up against people's expectations and the standard roles and the traditional way. But it's so worth it, because, and this is really true, as you shift into deeper resonance with your purpose, your goals also begin to clarify. And the clarity of purpose seems to call forth clarity of the specific ways it should be expressed. And I know, you know, without getting into detail, I experienced that. And maybe you all have had that kind of experience too. So, okay. So, now the third lesson is to let go and let God. I love the serenity prayer, you know, to change the things that I can. And Thich Nhat Hanh says, letting go gives us freedom, and freedom is the only condition for happiness. So letting go of the uncontrollable, y'all know all about this. And it's when we accept our feelings fully and let go of control, we're in harmony with ourselves, and then the right action just flows from, and he talks about how from resistance to acceptance, there comes this rush of light and energy. I don't know if any of you have ever experienced that, but it is really true. Once you get past an obstacle, whew, the light comes in, you know, and you just feel that energy. So a fourth lesson is, now here's the quote. I didn't have a picture for this, but this is Epictetus, if I said that right. He is Roman, is ancient. But, you know, forever and ever we have known you are a distinct portion of the essence of God and contain a part of God in yourselves. Well, we even go further than that at Unity. We just believe we are divine. We are divine. We're all made of the same thing. And wherever we stand, wherever we go, we really carry the universe in its divine essence. We may not see it and recognize it and have it conscious in us, but there it is. And when we go deeply enough into who we are and who others are, that's where we find this oneness, that we're all connected. And again, I go back to what Jim Carrey said, it's all our intentions together, because it's really all one thing. And really, our own separate worlds, those are just our experiences going through our filters. But, wow. So, you may wonder, is it better to choose goals and apply your will to creating what you want in life? You know, a very goal-oriented life, or to live goal-free and just open to the flow? Well, the secret is it's both. You know, it really is both. And writing things down even, or really naming it, speaking it at least, it's an important aspect of this. We can't just be the woo-woo all the time. So, and I felt like, well, this is redundant. He's really already said it, but his fifth lesson was, life is fullest when we're most true to ourselves. And I love Oscar Wilde said, just be yourself. Everyone else is already taken. But God, when I realized, I couldn't be Linda, or I can't be Russ, I can't be Bev, I can only be me. and there have been moments in my life when I've accepted that and tried not to imitate anyone else. That's when it felt right. But there are times, you think, I have to be like this, or I have to be like that. I wish I could be like her. But just be you, be you. And what this teaches is a peace of mind that comes. See, it's that full participation in life. It's not living on the shore watching the water. It's jumping in. Jumping in. This means being open to the full range of ourselves, from the quiet background throb of hidden feelings to a cascading torrent of creativity. Whew. And the deal is, a lot of us, we just really hold back. We're only using so much, a small percentage of our brain and our abilities. There is life, there is those circumstances, but wow, be yourself, be yourself. Well, real quickly, I'm studying, I study Nia dance, as you all know. I love dance. And I'm taking what's called the Blue Belt, and it's about communication. And so Debbie Rosas, the founder of Nia, loves these triads. And she believes that we live in 4 realms. This is not any different from unity: body, mind, spirit, and emotions. And she believes that we can connect to any one of these realms with awareness and insight and clarity. You see, no matter where you go, these words keep coming up. But what I loved, what we really looked at, is there's this little triangle, little triad up here: connect, wait, receive. So when you're looking for your purpose, or your day, how you want it to unfold, or your week, or whatever, that's where our practices of prayer and meditation, where we connect to our essence, and in all the realms, body, mind, and spirit. I listen. My body, I've loved learning to listen to my body, as well as the mental, and then feel the feelings, as Gay Hendricks said. So we connect to all those realms, but then, like in meditation, we wait, and then we receive, and then we know, and then we can, so we choose, we commit, and then we're willing. We're willing. Well, before we go to meditation, I'm going to close with a poem. I was wondering how to close this out. I went, poetry, always. So this is a new day. Here today is possibility. Now opens a fresh beginning. You stand at a point of departure, a place from which to move, to powerfully transform and grow. Momentum starts as an idea, formed from the still place within, where intentions flow like water and possibility bubbles to the surface. Choice offers itself to you. Stay here, or courageously step in the direction of dreams. What will be lost? What will be gained? Why change? Why not? Inquiry offers its gifts. From reflection comes clarity, the insight from which inspired action opens like a river to the sea. You find yourself leaning into change, moving like a breeze, integrity with who you are, what you want, why you're here, guiding you like a North Star. Here today is possibility. Now open a fresh beginning. Let's take a moment just to get into stillness. Breathe, breath flowing in and out, being aware. Feel the breath in and out. Through my breath, I sense the power of this present moment. I feel calm. I sense the serenity. Breathe. I am at peace in mind and body. I am calm as the waters of a lake in the early morning. The waters gently lap the shore. The unruffled surface reflects the sun and sky. Every turbulent thought or feeling is quieted. Calmness fills me. I am serene as a mountain. The mountain rises in strength and majesty. I am serene and strong as a mountain. Oh, wow. I view all things from the mountain, from the heights of truth. I am serene as a meadow, green and inviting, with white clouds drifting over, the wind rustling through the grasses and wild flowers. A gentle breeze gently sways and rustles. There are sweet sounds of birds, maybe lowing cattle. I'm as peaceful as this meadow. I have a peaceful place within me. The mountain, the lake, the meadow. I am calm, I am serene, I am at peace in mind and body. I sit in the stillness. I am poised. I am connecting. I am waiting. What am I receiving? In the stillness, I listen and relax in divine presence. For today, be aware of the sensations of intention. Connect, wait, receive, breathe. Feel the love, the peace, the life, the strength, the order.
If love is why I'm here, let me give and then receive. If love is why I'm here, let me be an open channel. If love is why I'm here, let me give and then receive. If love is why I'm here, let me be an open channel. If love is why I'm here, let me give and then receive. If love is why I'm here, let me be an open channel. If love is why I'm here, let me give and then receive. Give and receive. And receive. If love is why we're here, let us be an open channel. If love is why we're here, let us give and then receive. If love is why we're here, let us be an open channel. If love is why we're here, let us give and then receive. If love is why you're here, may you be an open channel. If love is why you're here, may you give and then receive. If love is why you're here, may you be an open channel. If love is why you're here, may you give and then receive. Give and receive. Give and receive. If love is why I'm here, let me be an open channel. If love is why I'm here, let me give and then receive.
So let us come back to this space. Channeling love, giving, receiving. And, Dave's not here. And it's Travis. Where is the basket? Oh, there it is.